Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your mini reading. What's really in your person's heart and soul for you? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? So let's take a look at that. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this what makes sense for you, your situation, and release what doesn't make sense. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below, along with a link to all of the decks that are featured here today, Sagittarius. All right, so this is my self-created one, the He Said, She Said Oracle. Let's go ahead and grab a couple cards from here. All right, let's begin. He said, I have this intense desire to kiss you. She said, I want to do more than kiss. All right, so those intimate moments, the desires for each other, it's still here. All right, let's grab another. He said, I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me. She said, you broke my heart. I need more time. All right, so you guys still have so much desire for each other, but something happened here where, more than likely my feminines, it is presenting itself in that way that you were hurt by your masculine. So if the genders are reversed for you, absolutely interpret the messages that way. But what's presenting itself here is that we have a masculine who's apologizing, fessing up that they've hurt the feminine and wanting forgiveness. And my feminine's clearly indicating it's like, look, you broke my heart and I simply need more time. All right. So let's add to this with messages from my newest deck. This is called Silhouettes. It's available in the silver edging as well as without. So let's go ahead and grab some insight from here. Sagittarius, let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. When it comes to their heart and soul, what is it that we need to know? We've got breakfast in bed, the best way to spend the day after a passionate night of lovemaking. I mean, no doubt the desire is still here. It's still here. I have this intense desire to kiss you. I want to do more than kiss. So you could certainly be reminiscing about those times when you were intimate with each other, the lovemaking, the desire. But clearly we've got a masculine that's saying, I'm sorry, I hurt you. Please forgive me. So you guys might actually be in separation at this point in time. Look at this. We've got fitness goals. Kissing burns 6.4 calories per minute. Want to work out. So there's lots of references to the physical connection. So that part of the relationship, that was fine. But something happened here that drove a wedge between the two of you. We do have caged. You're not imprisoned or trapped unless you allow yourself to be. Open the door and walk out. Some of you guys might have actually done that. It could have been the feminines who realized it's like, I don't have to put up with this. I'm not actually imprisoned in this relationship. Even though you desire your masculine, if they're not treating you right, you might have already walked out on this relationship, or that's what you're thinking of doing. Spinning out of control. You were always my peace. Without you, everything in my life is falling apart. Losing you has brought my life into a state of chaos. This kind of makes sense for me because if, my feminines, you took control of the situation and you walked out on your masculine, you actually represented everything that kept them together, everything that kept the relationship going. You were their peace, and without you, everything's fallen apart. Everything is chaotic. Interesting. We have beacon of hope. When you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me. I will be there. Okay? So maybe this is what you're wanting to express to your person. Whether you are feminine, whether you are masculine. Letting them know it's like you'll be there. That there's still hope that you guys perhaps can work this out. But I also feel for my feminines, even though you desire your masculine, obviously that's represented here. You just need a little bit more time. So I feel it's more so from the masculines letting the feminine know it's like, when you need that light, I'll be there. But they could have also represented the darkness, which is why you ended up walking out on the relationship. Some of you guys could have lived together. We have a dream house right here. It's not a home unless we're in it together. But here we go with this caged energy. You opened the door and you walked out. So you're not here with your masculine, perhaps. And they're feeling it. They're feeling your absence. They are feeling the lack of your presence because they know they messed up. And they want you back and they want forgiveness. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. So something having to do with the autumn season, harvest time, September, October, November. So this could be for my Virgos, Libras, Scorpios, and for you, Sagittarius, okay? So there could be something that happens for you guys during the autumn season of this year. That could also be a significant role in your relationship. This could be an anniversary, a birthday. It could be when you guys first met, when you went on your first date, or when you guys broke up. Whatever applies there. Look at that. We've got a broken masculine. They're broken because they created some drama here with the feminine. They did. And we've got reality. It hurts being here without you. So what I keep getting is that you guys could have lived together. And if that is the case, they're feeling very empty, very lonely without you, which is also why we've got that broken masculine energy right there. They kind of did this to themselves, though, I'm feeling. But through this card, Illumination, your love has paved the way for me to return to the only love I've ever known, the only love I'll ever want forever. Okay, so it could have been one of those things too, my feminines, where maybe your masculine felt the need to seek someone else outside of the partnership. There could have been infidelities here, you know, but it's one of those things where the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They thought maybe that they were finding someone way better suited for them, but ultimately they've come to realize that the only path to happiness for them is you. And last card, we've got loneliness. I've seen these clouds before, but I don't ever recall them looking so sad. It must feel this emptiness in my heart and the storm falling down from my eyes. So they're very lonely without you. That's clearly being communicated here. But unfortunately, they kind of did this to themselves. Okay, so let's add to this with some tarot messages from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle deck, Tarot with a Twist. And if you're not familiar with this deck, it's a deck that I created especially for my beginners, actually, because it's got upright and reversed meanings for the majority of the cards, but it also includes new Oracle messages as well as new court cards exclusive to this deck, but it, of course, also includes the traditional tarot messages. So it's a big one, 117 cards here, a lot going on, but it's definitely a lot of fun to learn with this deck. All right, guys, so let's see what else. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, which makes sense for me because especially for those of you who've walked away, this could be you just claiming your independence. You're self-sufficient right now. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You claimed your freedom and you walked out the door. You left the home that perhaps you guys had shared. You're doing your own thing. You know, you don't need this person to provide for you in any way, shape, or form. You can do that all on your own. And we do have the Six of Swords here. So we do have earth energy for some of you, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. That could be your person if, you know, if these are any of their signs right here. We already have Libra coming through from there also, and Virgo, obviously, for the Pentacles. This is healing. This is heading more towards calmer waters when it comes to this partnership, despite what's happened. Yes, you've been hurt more than likely. You're masculine coming through wanting forgiveness. If you need more time, my feminines, take it. Okay? This is a need to move forward, to bring in the transition that's necessary in order for you guys to find happiness once again, releasing baggage from whatever happened in the past, if that's something you're able to do. But this is a card of relief and being able to finally overcome the obstacles of a relationship, you know, but the Nine of Wands is definitely picking up off of the wounds that you have ended up getting as a result of this pain and heartbreak. So for some of my feminines, I kind of feel right now you've got your boundaries up because this situation definitely tested your faith. but it's also the need to learn from the past, to learn from what didn't work before. And that falls on the both of you. Okay. But Wands is fire energy here, Sagittarius. So this is you definitely learning from what didn't work before. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands. So there was rivalry and competition here for some of you guys. There were infidelities here. So you guys had a lot of arguments. There was a lot of tension going on here. We've got the Empress. So my feminines, divine feminine, coming through as the Empress. A mother figure. This is fertility, pregnancy. So some of you guys could have already had children together. There was a family here that was affected by all this. But you have the capability of being able to create whatever it is that you want in your life. You don't need your masculine to complete you. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet. So I kind of feel this Nine of Pentacles energy. My feminine's just really being independent and solo right now, and you're okay with that. But it really does fall on the masculine to be able to help fix this. And then we've got the Emerald of Water. It's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. All right, so take whatever part of that makes sense for you personally. So let's go ahead and add to this with some guidance from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck to wrap things up here for you, Sagittarius. All right, so this could certainly have been a very complicated situation. And what seems to be coming through here is we have a feminine who more than likely walked out on a masculine, because we have a masculine here who hurt the feminine. For some of you, it was a love triangle. It was infidelity, but it doesn't have to be for all of you. Okay, if that just doesn't apply. But we do have a broken masculine here who's feeling very lonely, feeling this home to be very empty, because it's not a home without the feminine, without the family, for some of you guys that relate to that. All right, for Sagittarius, for this Heart and Soul reading, what else do we need to know here? Some of you guys are moving on, okay? I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on, which again makes sense. We've got the Empress as well as the Nine of Pentacles, which is self-sufficiency and being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being able to just do your own thing. Okay, but this is also coming through voyage. This has been a fantastic voyage between you and I. I can't wait to share more days and nights with you, always enjoying each other's company. There are no awkward silent moments. There never has been. You're my favorite adventure. I'm ready for more. So they still want to be able to have more adventures with you. And if you're someday open to that after you've healed from this experience, perhaps you guys can give it another try. And that's why we've got our feminine here saying, you broke my heart, I need more time. Which is why if you're feminine tuning in and resonating with this, you're moving on. And that might actually be very healing for you in the meantime. We do have fragmentary. You and I are pieces to a puzzle that make no sense when we are apart. Incomplete without all the pieces of who we are together. You are the missing piece of my heart. Without you, the masterpiece of my life will forever remain unfinished. I'm feeling this more so for this broken masculine who contributed to the issues here. So even though you guys certainly still feel very attracted to each other, I feel my feminines are taking control of your lives, your situation. And if right now, if you feel you need time, distance, alone time to figure things out for yourself, you need to go in a different direction and move on, then that's what you need to do. You know, you're just kind of going with the flow of where life and your love life is taking you. And that's why we've got the Emerald of Water here. All right. So that's what's presenting itself. This situation, this relationship still has a chance to come back together, but again, more time. So the time frame reflected here is autumn season. Okay. September, October, November. That's what's coming through here. All right, guys. So if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.